the mid-session interval.
And just about fair, you would think. Impressions of the way Neil has dug in there. That's true Aussie grit for you, isn't it?
Well, nothing really surprising, because I said to you yesterday, I've seen him play better. I mean, I've seen him make century and century and century, but I've not seen him compete better. And through this week, he's been magnificent in that department, realising the importance of not wanting to be 3-1 behind after the first session. So went up an extra gear and made a century break.
It's hard to pick holes in any performance, obviously, but I think in the early part of this match, we were saying in here, perhaps Neil fractionally off in a positional sense. It just wasn't on a string for him initially.
Yeah, and as you say, we are being pernickety about it, but you know, looking at Murphy, everything when he's in the balls looks so easy, but Neil Robertson played a couple of great shots there around the angles and got back in position, cracking red when he was near the middle pocket. So he's in there competing, and he's starting to score as well, and as JV said in commentary, we should be in for a cracker here.
Okay, a few more centuries to come, you reckon, in this match?
I think so. There's a little rumour around that a few of the press boys have had a bet this morning, 22-1 for 6 centuries or more in the final, and there's a few of them have partaken of those odds, so we'll see if they're right.
Okay, right. Well, let's see what Steve Davis has noticed about that particular frame.
Well, Hazel, during that last frame, Shaun Murphy played a fantastic pot off the side cushion with the white ball buried under the side cushion, and it's a shot a lot of club players have a lot of trouble with. A couple of bits of advice. First thing, don't panic when you've got a ball on the cushion. It's the same hit as every other shot. Second thing, you see this stuff here? It's called chalk. Make sure you chalk your tip all the way round, because you're not going to be hitting too much of the tip with this. It's not the centre of the tip. Okay, let's look at the shot itself. It's buried under the side, onto the side cushion or any cushion. Okay, this is a bird's eye view. This is how much you can see. We're told to keep the cue as narrow, as level to the table as possible, as parallel to the table. We're all told keep as low as possible. The trouble off the cushion is you keep as low as possible, over the top you go. So what do? Sensible thing, even though it's something we're told not to do, jack the cue up a bit in the air a bit. All of a sudden, you can hit a bit more of the meat of the cue ball. And then when you play the shot, the most important thing, just have one thought in your mind. As you play the shot, keep your head still. Doesn't matter what happens, just keep your head still.
Nice one, Stevie. You'll do well if you keep practicing. All right, 1975 was when the first of the Masters tournaments got going, and really since then we've had wonderfully memorable finals ever since. Things like incredible comebacks and missed 1-4-7s and special moments, I think, that will live with us forever. One in particular, 1998 final, this one. Do you remember Mark Williams against Stephen Hendry?
The #1 ranked player in the world, Stephen Hendry.
Stephen had dominated the 90s in a fashion we'll probably never ever see again in snooker. This was his 8th Masters final, and he was a heavy favourite.
Welcome, please, Mark Williams.
Mark was very much a rising star at this time. He'd won some ranking events, but this was going to be a major breakthrough for him.
Hendry contemplating the pink, which would give him the opening frame.
What a frame that was!
This effort has shown what a classy and fluent player Williams can be.
So typical Stephen coming back having looked so out of touch in the last frame. His concentration comes together. Magnificent complete clearance by the world #1. To go back 2 frames in front at 4 frames to 2.
He's left
left-handed, but he can't stretch over that far. This has now become a difficult pot.
Just commit himself to drop it in dead weight. He should be okay. He is. A great roar from this conference centre crowd. Mark Williams, big smile on his face, delighted that he's going to the mid-session interval of this match, trailing by 2 frames at 5-3 to Stephen Hendry.
Oh, he's getting good at those. Those 4 cushion pots. There's the 100. And with that break of 100, Mark Williams levels the match at 5-all.
He's taking these other 2 on to the right of the pink, and this is a tough shot.
Cracking plant that was. Reds have opened nicely. He's right in again.
Well, he would have loved to have made another century.
78.
It hasn't happened. The crowd wanted one, but very, very impressive break there to increase his lead. He just wants one now for victory. 9-6 to the world number 1.
At 9-6 up, surely Stephen had it within his grasp to win his 7th Masters title.
He's gone a little bit too far, and he's going to have to go all the way around the angles to get back for the black.
Thank you. Stephen Hendry, 54.
It was a difficult shot. He was a fraction away from being perfect. Roar from the Wembley Conference Centre greets that pop pink from Mark Williams. He's still in this match, still 2 behind at 9-7. Tremendous roar by this Wembley Conference crowd. They always wanted this, now they've got it. It's 9 each and everything to play for.
Thank you.
2 more
Thank
spots
you.
for a re-spotted black.
Perfect. Listen to the roar. Wry smile on Stephen Hendry's face, rapturous applause, but this young man, we're on a re-spotted black. Very difficult to play the conventional break up and down here, so it'll probably be black to the middle of the left-hand side there and white to this one. And now the temptation is whether you go for a double or not. And has he got the angle? And will he take it on? Close.
This is incredible again. Mark thought he had the black, but the one that Stephen's left with, the white's close to the side cushion, he's absolutely dead straight on the black. This is not an easy shot.
That's in, is it? No! It will be this time, I'm sure, and that 7th Masters title, I believe, has got away from Stephen Hendry. Nothing's easy though now, Dennis, is it?
It wasn't the easiest of blacks, Ray. It's absolutely straight on it. You had to roll it.
And a tremendous cheer, really deserved for young Mark Williams from Wales. He's never been in front in this final against the world #1 until this very last frame.
He went across the nap of the bays and the slow roll across Stephen Deere. It was a bitter blow and effectively signalled the end of the match.
A fantastic victory for Mark. After this, his twin goals of a World Championship win and #1 status in the world would soon be his.
Oh, a fantastic match. I bet that brought back a few memories, isn't it? Eh?
All of them bad.
Fantastic. Just to see, it was a great atmosphere though, wasn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. The old conference centre with 3,000 people, and it was incredible to play a final, and especially a final black.
I assume they were sort of cheering on Mark.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah, it was great to see Mark with hair as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, me with bad hair.
Let's look at the shot itself. Obviously, you'll analyse it. I mean, you may have had therapy over it. I don't know.
No.
Black was about there. Okay, it was relatively straight.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when the balls came to rest?
When the balls came to rest, I thought, this is it. I've won the final. But then all of a sudden you get around and you think, and no professional likes to play slow rolls across the table. So there is, it is a smelly shot to play. But I still say the table rolled off.
Fair enough. So you're playing across. There's a slate fall there, and there's another slate fall there. So
I wasn't thinking about that, though.
Well, you are playing across 2 slate lines, and you never know how the table. So you're getting down on the shot.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, okay. Don't know about it. I know about excuses. Do you want to play the shot? Do you want to play the shot?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay. Right. So what you're going to do is you're going to play this. You couldn't afford to play it too hard because there's a possibility it could have gone in off.
You want to make sure the pot, you put 100% into it, so you're not thinking about safety or anything like that. So yeah, dead weight.
Okay. So you get down to play the shot. Are you shaking a bit?
Of course you are.
Okay.
White ball game, you know about them.
Yeah, we know about those. I was shaking like a leaf. Okay, so you're getting down.
You try and keep as still as you can, don't you?
You try and keep as still as possible. You did keep very still.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then all of a sudden, at what stage when you hit it, did you think you'd missed it?
Pretty much as soon as I hit it, I have to say. I didn't. It wasn't the smoothest shot I've ever hit in my life, put it that way.
Well, I'm going to take one try at it, an absolute try. I'm going to try and build up the pressure here.
And you know he's at home watching this. See?
Oh, missed it the other jaw. It's not as easy as
You might have missed that one.
And then you had to shake hands with the guy that's been ripping the shreds out of you ever
He's
since.
He's at home now gloating, isn't he? He's going to go on Twitter now and his...
I wish you'd have potted it. I really wish you'd have potted it.
Not as much as me.
I can't believe he's absolutely laid into him there, old Steve. And if you do join our commentary team, Stephen, that is the kind of nonsense you have to put up with. It's called aversion therapy, isn't it, John?
It's great. Listen, Steve's never been so happy to not be talking about the final black at 85.
Yeah.
He's actually digging someone else
He's
out
got
for a
someone else
change.
to pick on, exactly, yeah. Well, that was pretty special, certainly for Mark Williams, if not for Stephen. But if you look a few weeks henceforth, there's something special coming everyone's way.
2012, the year sport gets serious.
Sport Relief is back, and it's your chance to be part of the UK's biggest year of sport. We want the whole nation to get together, get active and raise a whole load of cash.
You can get behind it, really changing lives at home and across the world's poorest countries by doing the Sport Relief March on Sunday, March the 25th.
And this year, we want 1 million people to take part.
Why can't I be in the front?
It's a horse, not an elephant, Gary. Of course, you can raise money by buying these lovely socks or one of these Sport Relief t-shirts.
Sorry, is it speeding up?
There is going to be jaw-dropping celebrity challenges leading up to an unmissable, star-studded night of entertainment kicking off your Sport Relief weekend.